when all of a sudden coming across my feed was one Brianna Turner from the Indiana Fever firing shots.
Fever fans are furious. Coach Stephanie White's latest move might crush Caitlin Clark's championship hopes. Indiana signed Brianna Turner, but instead of rallying fans, Turner fired back at critics instantly. Was this White's worst decision yet? Did the Fever just ruin their title chances? Let's dive into the drama and break it all down.
Member of the mob. Really don't know why they signed her, but they did. As they signed Brianna Turner to complete their roster. And you gotta ask yourself why. Indiana fans are not happy. Obviously, Caitlin Clark had to say yes to this decision, but they're not happy because Brianna Turner has said a whole lot about a whole.
What was the Indiana Fever thinking? Seriously, did someone lose a bet? Spin a wheel? Pull names from a hat? Because there is no way they signed Brianna Turner and expected Fever fans to be cool with it. Amber, Kelly, Stephanie White, y'all got some explaining to do. This was the big off-season move? This was the master plan? Might as well have signed Angel Reese and really sent Fever fans into cardiac arrest. Indiana had a chance to build a contender, and this is what they came up with? Make it make sense.
Almost 24 hours we have got without the Fever's new signing attacking Fever fans. We almost got 24.
Brianna Turner spent the last year coming for Caitlin Clark, the Fever, and Iowa fans like it was her full-time job. She was tweeting more than scoring, always in the mix whenever Iowa played or Fever fans defended Caitlin. It wasn't even a burner. She did it in broad daylight, in HD, with her full government name attached. And now she's on the Fever? Indiana really signed someone who made trolling their star a hobby? Make it make sense. How did they think this would fly with the fan base?
Follow, mute, or block me if that is bothersome to you. Always protect your peace. She goes on to say, I will not bend the knee or change my online advocacy efforts to appease others. While I anticipate receiving criticism, hostility, and invalidation, I will not tolerate discrimination. If I am not for you, there are about 150 other W players that you can.
This is like hiring your ex's worst enemy to plan your wedding. Make it make sense. Did nobody in the Fever front office Google her? Check Twitter? She was talking spicy all year, and now we're just supposed to act like it never happened? Fever fans don't roll like that. We hold grudges. You could be the greatest rebounder in WNBA history, but if you came for Caitlin, you're getting booed in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That's just facts. Indiana really thought fans would let this slide. Not a chance.
We gotta talk about the Fever's new sign, Brianna Turner. And the feelings are definitely mixed about this one. Dominic says, I hope it works out. Not a fan of this pick. Ice Mountain's Better said she's a good defender. That's what they need, honestly. Odd signing, considering she hates your star from Mr.
But wait, it gets worse. Instead of a simple, happy to be here post like a normal free agent, Brianna Turner came out swinging. No, excited to join the team. No, looking forward to playing with Caitlin. Nothing. Instead, she basically told Fever fans to deal with it. That's the introduction you're going with? Sis, read the room. Fans were already heated and you decided to poke the bear? If you want Fever fans to support you, maybe don't start your first day by beefing with them. This ain't the way to win over Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
There are about 150 other W players that you can support instead. I have interest in a life outside of my playing career. I do not expect or crave validation from social media. I have low expectations for Twitter, and I'm cognizant that many will reject my takes. You got that right. I literally have an MA in social justice and human rights, so of course I speak up. Wow, okay. Oh boy, I can't even believe the Indiana Fever.
Now let's talk about the real problem. Stephanie White, Amber, Kelly. What is going on in that front office? You're supposed to be building a championship team around Caitlin Clark, not signing players who spent the last year tearing her down. Who approved this? Who thought, you know what we need? A player who publicly trashed our franchise all year? Did y'all even run this by Caitlyn? Because I know she saw that notification, took a deep breath, and debated how to respond. Y'all might as well have sent her an email saying, "Hey Caitlyn, good luck next season. Hope you don't mind playing with someone who subtweeted you all year." This move might have just cost the Fever a championship. Y'all thought you were making a sneaky good signing, but instead, you created chaos. Fever fans are mad, and an angry fan base is never good. Caitlin Clark could average 40 and 10 next season, and fans would still be side-eyeing Brianna Turner like, "Yeah, but remember when you called us delusional?" This isn't even about basketball anymore. It's personal. Fever fans are in their feelings, and honestly, they have every right to be.
Hypocrisy of the WNBA. I keep telling you that the WNBA is a hypocrite league, and they're filled with bullshitters and liars, and it just continues.
This is like if the Cavs lost LeBron and immediately signed Draymond Green. Or if the Lakers picked up Patrick Beverley right after he shoved Chris Paul. Oh wait, that actually happened. Bad examples. But you get the point. This is just messy. And here's the wildest part. Y'all know Brianna Turner is about to be on her best behavior now. She's suddenly going to be the nicest teammate ever, dropping Caitlin Clark appreciation tweets like she's been a fan since day one. She might even pull up in an Iowa jersey just to sell it. But Fever fans ain't buying it. We have receipts, and we don't forget. Indiana really thought this would slide? Nope, not happening.
I love it. They woke up and chose violence today. I feel myself getting stronger. I feel myself getting bigger. Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more. Brianna Turner is a rim protector / high-level rebounder and all-around defensive stalwart. Woo! Let them know. Two-time WNBA All-Defensive First Team and NCAA National Champion from Notre Dame, Brianna Turner is back in Indiana. Welcome back. Welcome back. First person CDS. Shout out to Chick Stick Scars. Hard pass. This is an F and certainly not protecting the locker room. Oh, God. You know what would protect the locker room right now? We need an enforcer. We need somebody who's going to protect Caitlin Clark from everybody else. You guys know who I'm talking about.
So, Indiana, what's the plan here? Y'all really trying to force this friendship? Y'all better have a PR strategy ready. Because if Brianna Turner so much as looks at Caitlin Clark the wrong way, it's over. Fever fans will be analyzing body language like FBI agents. If she doesn't high-five Caitlin on a fast break, problem. If she celebrates a little too much after a missed shot, ejection-worthy offense. The margin for error here is 0. I just don't get it. Indiana had one job: build a team that helps Caitlin Clark succeed. That means shooters, defenders, rebounders, not Twitter warriors with a history of beefing with the fan base. This move just made next season 10 times more dramatic for all the wrong reasons. Fever games are about to be must-watch TV, not just for basketball, but for the drama. And this team better win. Because if they don't, oh boy, Fever fans are going to be on a warpath. And I'm talking Game of Thrones season finale level chaos. And the first person they're coming for, Brianna Turner. Indiana better hope this gamble pays off, or it's going to get ugly.
So, in a kind of a surprising turn of events, the Indiana Fever have made yet another move this offseason, and they have signed Bree Turner to the roster.
The Indiana Fever were on fire this free agency. They were signing players left and right like they were collecting rare Pokemon cards. Perfect, flawless. The Fever looked like the team to beat. Fans were ecstatic, already mapping out championship parade routes, dreaming about celebrating with the new roster. Every move had Fever Nation buzzing, feeling like this franchise was finally on the rise. And then, bam, enter Brianna Turner. Now, on paper, she's a solid pickup, a defensive powerhouse, a force in the paint. She's got all the right tools to make an impact. But her first move as a Fever player? Oh boy, that was a plot twist. No one saw coming. After all the excitement, you'd expect something like, "Hey, I'm thrilled to be here and ready to help this team win." But nope. Instead, Turner hopped on X and confronted Fever fans. And not just a casual response. She basically warned them. The energy instantly shifted. Fans went from hyped to heated in record time. This wasn't just a free agency signing anymore. It was a full-blown controversy. And now, the pressure is on.
Nowadays, so I will keep distancing myself from that space in order to protect my own peace. Y'all enjoy though, and best of luck. So I don't know, Indiana Fever fans, if they're interested in a good basketball player and a good rim protector, you will enjoy, Brianna Turner, and I wish.
She didn't waste time with pleasantries or the usual, "I'm excited to be here" speech. Nope. Brianna Turner came in hot and ready for battle. Her first tweet? Basically a PSA for the fans. "If I make a bad play, do not come at me. I'm sorry." What? Fever fans, who were still riding high from a flawless free agency, suddenly had to deal with this. The vibes went from, "We're winning a championship," to, is Brianna Turner about to start a war with the fan base? It was like bringing a knife to a gunfight, but instead of a weapon, it was a warning. Let's be clear, Turner wasn't just introducing herself, she was setting the tone. "Don't you dare criticize me." Imagine that. Signing with a team, then immediately telling fans, "By the way, if I mess up, keep your opinions to yourself." Not exactly a warm welcome. Fever fans barely had time to process their team's game-changing offseason moves before they found themselves on notice from their new player. You can almost picture the Fever's front office. Kelly and Amber sitting at a table, pulling their hair out, wondering, did we just sign a defensive star or a self-declared villain? Because at this point, it's anybody's guess.
Those tweets right there, me breaking it all down yesterday when the story had developed. Now, as of today, she's standing on business. She letting it be known. She is not taking back what she said, and she'll say it again.
I get what Turner was trying to do. Set expectations, maybe brace fans for some ups and downs. But usually, that kind of talk comes after you've actually played, not before you even step on the court. It's like a comedian opening with, "Hey, I might bomb tonight, so go easy on me." No, you're supposed to deliver first, then worry about the reaction later. This was supposed to be a fresh start for the Fever, a new chapter in their redemption story. Instead, the conversation is all about Turner's self-imposed, criticism-free zone. Fans were ready to embrace her, but the moment she hit send on that tweet, she sent a different message. She wasn't here to win them over. She was here to fight with them. Maybe she just needs a warm-up game, but fans won't forget that tweet anytime soon. Even her post from last year is still being talked about. This is the WNBA, not an episode of Survivor. What's next? A list of conditions before we can cheer for her? Might as well hand out contracts with fine print at this point. The Fever deserve a fresh start, but this isn't how you build goodwill. Fans want passion, effort, and results, not preemptive excuses. Turner had a chance to control her own narrative, but instead, she gave fans a reason to doubt before she even played a game. Now it's up to her to prove she's worth the support.
Activist. You can be an activist, that's fine. No, I have no issue with a player on the team being an activist. I think most people don't have an issue with a player being an activist. But when you've already started clapping back on people on Twitter, that is not being an activist, that's having Twitter fingers. The reason why people are annoyed at Brie Turner is that you've got Twitter fingers. You clearly let Twitter affect you. And unfortunately, you can't play for the Lakers if you let Twitter affect you. You can't play for Real Madrid if you let Twitter affect you. You can't play for Barcelona if you let Twitter affect you. Can't play for the Sky if you let Twitter affect you. And you definitely can't play for the Fever.
If Brianna Turner brings it defensively, she could be a game changer. Her winning experience, high-pressure poise, and skill set have the potential to elevate the Fever. Defense wins championships, and if she backs up her words by locking down opponents, fans might just rally behind her. But here's the catch. Fever fans don't want talk. They want results. They don't need social media posts or explanations. They need to see her impact on the floor. Turner has to prove she's worth the hype. The Fever's future is promising, but it has to be earned. If Turner delivers like she has in the past, fans will embrace her. But right now, the ball is in her court. It's time for action, not words.
What Steph White is doing and what the Fever organization is doing is nothing less than phenomenal.
The Brianna Turner signing has stirred up some friction, but here's the twist. Maybe Stephanie, Amber, and Kelly see something fans don't. What if they're ahead of the game, making a move no one saw coming? Time will tell. If Turner can build chemistry with Caitlyn, fit into the system, and let her game speak louder than her words, the Fever could be a force. This could be a brilliant play, or a disaster. Either way, buckle up, because what happens next could shape the team's future, for better or worse. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.